Okay, guys. So I need to know what happened to Tower of Fantasy, alright? I need to know.
I just bore witness to one of the...
Alright, my favorite content creator, Sticks, just talk about Tower of Fantasy. Okay, let's talk about Tower of Fantasy.
largest screw-ups in Tower of Fantasy history.
Remember, he said this is the largest screw-ups. Largest. Alright, it's gotta be the biggest one.
This is a monumental screw-up that may have just destroyed the entirety of the game.
Wow.
And I know what you're thinking. Sticks, isn't the game already destroyed? Isn't the game already dead?
What?
Isn't
No,
the term
it's not dead.
screw-up kind of already
A lot of people still play Tower of Fantasy.
Tower of Fantasy
A lot of people still play Tower of
property?
Fantasy.
Yeah, the
It's not
answer
dead.
to all of the above
That's not true.
is an overwhelming, resounding yes.
That is not
Now,
true.
the question is,
Okay.
what did they do this time to fuck their game up? Now, according
what's
to this
happening?
Reddit thread, according to this message on Discord
So
as well,
it's a recharge thing,
kind
is
of
it?
alerted me to the situation. Tower of Fantasy pushed out update 2.5, and with that update,
Wait. Bug with Ukrainian payments through Epic Game Store. So it's only for one country, Ukrainian. Is Epic Games fault? Really?
they released onto the Epic Game Store finally. Now that's good news.
So Tower of
It's
Fantasy is on
another
Epic
means
Games
with
now.
which
Alright.
to access and play the game. But
Cool.
in typical Tower of Fantasy fashion, they couldn't achieve a successful launch without fumbling their way through it. In this instance specifically, they have angered the entire whaling community. This is
How?
the most important community established in any gacha game.
Okay.
Because they are the community that spend and fund the future.
Wait, why would people be upset though if it's just for Epic Game Store, right? I don't get it. I think most people that play Tower of Fantasy have already played in either on their phone or on the PC client by default, so they already know how to pay via a different method. So why would the Epic Game Store affect it right now?
Future of
right?
the game. So this is a premium currency in Tower of Fantasy.
Okay,
Tanium.
$100.
This is on
Makes
average
a lot
how
of sense.
much the Tanium costs from a US account on a US.
Oh, let me guess. Is it more expensive on Epic Game Store? Is it that's why? Is it? I mean, that's normal though, because Epic Game Store will take a cut, right? So I think let's find out.
6,480 Tanium costs
Okay.
approximately $99.99, so
$100.
$100.
$100 US dollar, okay?
When they released this onto the Epic Games Store, there was a bug that lasted roughly 15 hours that allowed players to purchase
There's a
the
bug.
maximum number of Tanium as long as they accessed their account from a Ukrainian IP for approximately $3. Players could buy the
$3?
$100 pack, a pack valued at $100
For $3.
This meant
Wow.
whales that might have spent $1,000,
Okay.
$10,000.
That's a valid reason for
now
whales to be
max
upset,
out
I guess.
Their Tanium. They could have millions. Players were reportedly posting images across Discord, across social media, showing how much Tanium they'd accumulated for.
But I mean, if they fix it immediately, I don't think it's that big of an issue. Like if they immediately address it, I'm not sure how were they able to do that. It's going to be quite tough for sure. But yeah, it's definitely a massive issue for sure.
Absolutely nothing. Before we go any further,
Is that Hotel
I just
4 or
want to
Epic
take a
Game
moment
Store?
here to thank all of our incredible patrons.
I have no idea.
You guys allow me to continue to play games
I
like
have
this
no
for
idea
a
if
living,
that's-
and I can never fully
Damn,
repay
he
that
has
kindness.
100,000
Also, if you're interested,
members
I
on
stream over
Patreon.
on Twitch every single weekend.
Damn.
You should totally come on
I
over
need to
and
make a
join me.
Patreon
There
soon,
are a
guys.
lot of people
$1.
who
You guys
have
need to pay
used
me
it and
$1
got
on Patreon.
100,000 and even more
Okay.
Tanium.
What is
Devs
this?
don't respond, and they have deleted posts. They want
Alright.
to hide the problem. There's still no fix, and you can buy them for $3 at the moment. I'm a whale who spent a lot of money, and I can't take it easy. We have to do something about it. We have to spread it through European and American communities. This issue persisted for
How long?
15 hours. In that 15-hour period,
15
the bug
hours.
was abused endlessly.
15
by
hours.
Thousands of different people, potentially more. I mean,
Ooh.
even if you don't whale in the game, even if you don't dolphin in the game, even if you've only ever spent like $5, this is an opportunity
Still waiting for compensation.
that the majority of players could not pass up. I will note that I do not know the specifics here. There was someone that pointed out it required a brand new account to do, and players were signing up, spending $50 in the game, and then selling.
Okay, if it requires a new account to abuse this bug, right? Abuse this bug, then I don't think it's that bad. It still sucks, honestly, right? Like, do people want to go through the hassle to making a new account? You know, like replacing their old account. I guess $3 for the $100, you can achieve a lot of things with that for sure, right? You can, you're just able to. Yeah, they have to fix it. They have to like have some sort of way to revert it.
Those accounts that have hundreds of thousands
still waiting for compensation
for several times more than they
that's
spent
crazy
on to actually obtain that tanium. So I don't know if it only worked for new accounts or not. I believe there have been players that have reported abusing the bug. Not utilizing, abusing the bug on their already established accounts.
Abuser.
But I just wanted to point out, I do not know specifics, but this remained an active, prevalent issue for 15 hours straight. And the studio, they realized this after almost an entire day. And their fix has not been to attempt to patch the exploit. Their fix was to ban Ukraine from playing. What the fuck? The Tower Fantasy devs have repeatedly...
I mean, that is a faster way, right? I guess if they tried and they couldn't do... I don't know if they could fix it. It could be an Epic Game Store thing, I'm not sure.
Showcase their sheer
just give them minus titanium
when it comes to the managing of their game. Here are some instances of this being reported on and discussed on Discord. I'm one of the whales of this game, and honestly, after the crap on 11th of the 5th, I'm not going to invest on this game anymore until serious action is taken against those who bug abuse the store. Paying the
of course people are going to do it, right?
Pack only €3 with a conversion to
$3 for $100 package.
This is not fair to us and destroys the economy of the game. Let's wake up and take action, or else I'll directly ask the bank for a full refund of transactions and buy my Tower Fantasy.
Let's go.
Let's sign a petition against Tencent for the unfairness in game. They don't even respond to this bug abuser. Shame on them. I bought a $50 pack. Where the heck is my tanium? Go to Ukraine to get it. Oh man. What are your plans to compensate legit players for this Ukrainian bug in the Epic Games Store? I and many others don't fail to ever spend again any tanium when those people who took advantage of this run all around with a few 100,000 tanium for a massive discount. And then naturally you have people that are like, what's a Ukraine thing? How do I do the Ukraine thing? Further discussion about how Ukraine has been completely removed from being able to play the game. Here, Denna notes that he might just fly to Ukraine purely so he can go about buying a bunch of tanium. And there's been repeated mention of this as an issue. And as noted, the studio they did not take action appropriately.
Yeah, this sucks, man.
Banning an entire country from
you
playing
can trade
your game
item in Tower Fantasy? No, you can't. Not that I know of.
In typical Tower Fantasy fashion, they let this issue run rampant for almost an entire fucking day, which is just incompetence of the highest level. Now, this
hopefully the devs fix this for sure.
To exit the game, this has triggered a mass exodus of players that have been continuing to support this game for a prolonged period of time. These are players that were necessary for the game's continued life. This game is already almost on life support.
They have to patch it for sure, right? They can't
declining every month.
They can't let this continue. But yeah, it's unfortunate that they have to ban Ukraine.
I can't wrap my head around how
from playing the game.
There's
a temporary solution, I guess, for now.
Month after month. Now, if Tower Fantasy isn't your kind of game,
yeah,
then...
so it's different than I wasn't expecting for them to have such a massive bug, but hey, that's surprising actually. That is actually quite surprising. Hopefully they'll fix it soon.